Hello, what's up everyone? Welcome back with me, Vassal of Gaius. So today's video is about doing the Jan's Ballad quest. In here, Takra forest, and we are about to fight 3 bosses here. As you can see, we are already fighting the first boss right now. So the first boss is not that hard, you only need a good positioning there. So, with a team of 4, you need to place your tank in front, and the other 3 have to be moved in the other side, because the opponent, the boss, he has an AoE attack. You might not want to include all of the 4 of the team members get attacked by those AoE. So that's why I'm telling you, only the tank hit in front to take the AoE, and then the other go to the other side. So the AoE won't hit the rest of the team. Right, so the first boss has been taken down, everyone. It's not that hard, right? And also pay attention to this chest. You don't need to be the first one who opens this chest, because when your friend opens the chest, you also get it. And also make sure that you and your teammates constantly heal every time you guys finish battling the enemy. So you are given a chance to form a team of 4 here. And what might you want to do here is that you might want to arrange the well-balanced team. And what that well-balanced team consists of, well, I'm going to nail it out for you. So the first member of your team need to become a tank. So you can put any member who have the highest Richard or Charles Martel there. And make sure to add Kusunoki as the secondary. Why? Because there will gonna be a lot of enemies with a lot of debuff. And the debuff is pretty insane, because you are forced to continuously take an additional damage up to 300. That's so insane. Even no tank without Kusunoki were unable to defeat that. And as you can see here, Miracle is one of my team that have Richard as a primary and Kusunoki as a secondary. Next, we need AoE player. In this case, I choose YSG and Adelflat to become the AoE. Well, it doesn't have to be the same. If you don't have Adelflat or YSG, you can put either Sansu or Vapors. They are both the best epic commanders, which is in the same tier as few of the legendary commanders, so they are amazing, don't worry. So the third player in your team needs to be the one who has a single target ability. In this case, Gaius is the one who has the responsibility for that. He's using Minamoto and Belisarius sparing to defeat the enemy. That is very useful, especially when facing the boss, or when you try to take the enemy one by one when it's getting more difficult. Well, if you don't have Minamoto or Belisarius, you can't use the other commanders. There are still a lot of commanders that are good at single target. For example, Gaius, Osman, and Tao Tao. And there are still a lot of commanders worth it for this one. Right, I have found a secret passage here. So directly after you beat the first boss, if you find a tombstone, turn right immediately. That's where the secret passage lies. And in the secret passage here, you'll be encountering 2 enemies. And after you beat them down, you will be rewarded exactly 2 runes. Alright, we have encountered our second boss here. And Arri, as our 4th player, has been away from keyboard. He said that he was sleeping in the middle of the game. I didn't know why, and I couldn't imagine how could you sleep in the middle of the game. As you can see here, after the time goes by, the boss started to spawn his minions. And his minion is not that hard either, so it's not gonna be a problem for you. Right, back to the team roster. I've been telling you that you need tank, AoE and a single target, but what for the fourth one? So the last member of your team is going to be flexible, depends on which role that you need more. In this case, Arri is using Richard to cover Miracle as a secondary tank. It doesn't have to be a tank. You can replace it, for example, with additional single target or additional AoE, depends on your playing style. Or you even can replace it with support, for example, Joanne Adelflate pairing or something else. It's gonna be so flexible for the last role, depends on which of your playing style. By the way, I just want to inform you guys that my YSG has just now reached level 6 star. And I think I want to change my Adelflat talent tree to become more offensive rather than supporting. So I'm gonna leave the Cage of Thorn talent. Alright, that's the last of the second boss. And yes, when you kill the boss, all of his minions will also die. Alright, so the next zone after you beat the second boss is kinda tricky because there is going to be a trap. And this, where your AoE player is really useful. As you can see there, that strange box is responding and he called all of his minions to surround you guys. But as long as you got an AoE player, that won't be any problem for you. As an AoE player, what you need to do is that you need to position yourself so that you can hit most of your enemies there, especially when you are using Adelflat, Sansu or Vaybars, as their AoE skill doesn't provide any damage reduction when your skill damage multiple targets. Oh, what are you doing, Gaius? Alright, and this is gonna be a long wave, so that I'm going to fast forward that for you. Take a look how did I manage to implement the positioning as an AoE player. As you can see there, I use my Adelflat, I position her so that her skill will be able to reach as many targets as she could. Alright, here is the third boss. Alright, so the last boss is actually not that hard. It's just we're doing that without Arri, so we're lost. I'm going to play it fast forward for you. So as you can see here, the boss itself have a ring of fire that will damage you constantly. But that's not the main problem. The main problem occurs when she starts spawning the healing ward. She will constantly spawning those healing wards that you need to kill him before, before damage you deal is less than the amount of healing that she takes. That's gonna be dangerous. Oh, and thankfully, Arri is back from his deep slumber. Right, so in this case, we don't need any more tank, we need more damage dealer. So Arri is now using his Manimoto. Now you know that the fourth player is so damn flexible. And also, when your tank loses here, you don't need to be refilling the tank with Kusunoki anymore because the final boss doesn't have any more debuff. You can start replacing the Kusunoki with additional tank, for example Sansu, Yulji, or even Charles Martel. Alright, the healing ward starts spawning, and in this case, I assign Gaius to get rid of the healing wards, and the rest of the three keep hitting the final boss. Alright, the final boss has been taken down. This is not really that hard, because you just only need one player to move constantly to hit the healing wards, and the rest will just solo hitting the enemy. Well, of course the tank needs to be in front first to get attention for the final boss. But that's simply after the tank get in front. The rest of the three team other than Gaius doesn't really have to be moved. We're just gonna be stand still and just wait until the final boss has been defeated completely. So the conclusion is, as long as the whole of your team keeps being online after we finish the last boss, it's going to be fine. And also do not forget to distribute the job assignment proportionally. You need a tank player, single target player, AoE player, and the last one is the one who have a good flexibility amount of commanders. Then you should be fine. And after you beat the last boss, you can immediately leave the stage. As you can see here, we are confused what we should do after a final boss. It's nothing, you can just quit the game and all of the rewards will be claimed there. Alright, thank you guys for watching. That's all for today's video. If you got questions, make sure to leave a comment below. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. See you in the next video. Vassals out.